Mr. Lincoln and I have been unable to get through to Bert.
Maybe seeing you two will help.
Looks like he's in a trance.
He's almost catatonic.
Oh. Good night, Bert.
Bert? Hi.
Oh, Bert. I'm so sorry about what's happened. Why you did what you did. For whatever reasons. I guess no one's ever going to understand. But you know, one day, I'd like to try. All those years of stress must have gone through. You know, they say the greater the burnout, the greater the cop. And you were the best. You were the best.
Look, if there's anything we can do to help you through that, then...
You're gonna make it, mate. You're gonna make it.
I don't think you heard anything we said.
You never know. Thanks for the effort.
No. He heard you all right. He may not be able to tell you, but your being here obviously meant a lot.
I don't know if I'll be able to eat. It's time for that interview with Tiff and Robert.
An exclusive interview with the former police commissioner of Port Charles, Robert Scorpio.
Good morning. I'm Tiffany Hill, owner and manager of WLPC. Earlier this morning, it was my privilege to interview Robert Scorpio, the man largely responsible for stopping one of the most, if not the most, deadly mob takeovers ever to hit the East Coast. The target of the takeover is the city of Port Charles. The cast of characters? Expatriate mob chieftains who arrived in our city incognito. Their way paved by none other than Port Charles co-police chief, Bert Ramsey. Needless to say, it has been a very emotional time for our former police commissioner. He graciously agreed to answer my questions, despite the fact that he was still clearing up certain details with the Port Charles Police Department. I caught up with Mr. Scorpio at one of the locations. I'm sure that I speak for all the people in our city when I say to you, thank you, Robert Scorpio, for your courage and your dedication in cracking this case.
Correction.
Correction?
I didn't work alone.
But you were the mastermind behind the police department's plan to stop this mob.
I drew the blueprint, yes. After that, well, I relied on the team. The most important player of that team being Police Chief Anna Devane. Without her, I wouldn't have been in Port Charles at this particular time.
So it was the right man in the right place at the right time.
Also, I must mention former rookie cop Frisco Jones. He and his wife were both invaluable, but, well, there are just so many people to thank here.
Who else would you like to thank, Robert?
I especially wish to express my gratitude to Duke Lavery, who at this very moment is fighting for his life in General Hospital.
Can't stand this wait any longer.
Anna, you gotta get some sleep.
I just want a positive word on Duke, that's all.
Anna.
I know they can't guarantee anything. I know that. So...
There's no word about the scan yet, but Duke's made a request. He wants to see you, Robert. How you doing?
Thanks for coming in.
What can I do for you?
worried about my friend Angel. Did you know what's happening with him?
Angel was questioned by the police regarding his involvement with the money laundering scheme.
He was a very loyal man.
He was a big help to us when we needed it.
Will the cops know that?
Oh, I can promise you they will. I'll put in a good word for him. Maybe swing a lighter sentence. No, all things taken into consideration.
Thank you. The important thing I wanted to say to you. I want you to tell Anna she is not to waste her life waiting for half a man to get better.
Look, she loves you. She's not going to just walk away, Duke.
She must. I saw what living with a paralyzed man did to my mother. I don't want that to happen to Anna. If you really are as grateful to me as you say you are for taking that bullet,
You saved my life.
you must do this for me, please. I don't want her to waste her life waiting for me.
It's a little more complicated than that.
She respects you. First, maybe she's gonna fight it. But in the end, you'll be able to convince her.
Look, I would have convinced her with great pleasure many, many weeks ago when I first came to Port Charles.
No.
She's hooked on you. I mean, she's hooked on you. I doubt that there's anything that I can say or do that's going to make her change her mind.
You understand. I want you to do this for her sake. If you care as much for Anna as you say you do, if you care for Robin, when you tell her to do this, will you do that for me?
Look, listen. I've been through the same thing. There was a time when Anna made me leave in order that I could be protected. I don't think she's ever going to do the same thing to you.
Tony and Anna, they're coming up with the results of your CAT scan.